Scientists claim that the way your brain perceives and analyzes information can reveal a lot about your personality. Look at each of these optical illusions for a couple of seconds. What you see first can say a lot about who you are. Number 1. If the first thing you saw was a tree, you tend to pay too much attention to details, but you're great at feeling the mood of other people. It makes you a tactful and empathetic person. And if you spotted a couple facing each other, you're logical, calm, and rational. You know how to reason with people, even when they're upset or nervous. Number 2. If you saw a car in this picture, you treasure your freedom. You like it when things go according to your plan. That's why it's often hard for you to make fast decisions. If you thought it was a man holding binoculars, you don't usually pay too much attention to details. Instead, you focus on the big picture. But maybe you noticed the letter A first. Then you have a rare ability to spot things other people miss. You're extremely intuitive and can think outside the box. Número 3. If the first thing you see in the picture is 2 thumbs, you're a great leader and an excellent organizer. You're ready to take responsibility, and you understand what consequences your actions will have. And if you spotted an eruption, you have an altruistic personality. You're interested in people and want to help them. And here's number 4. If it's a monkey you notice first, that's my picture. No, actually, you're an independent person. It's crucial for you to have some personal space. If you saw a tiger, you don't mind taking risks. You believe nothing is impossible if you try hard enough. 5. If the first thing you saw was several trees in front of a sunset, you're very perceptive and easygoing. If you spotted a feline's face, you're a determined person. You always stick to the decisions you make and move towards your goal no matter what. 6. If the first thing you noticed in this image was an outline of a face, you're likely to be an introvert. You don't like noisy parties. They make you feel worn out, both physically and emotionally. If you saw a saxophonist, you're more extroverted. You love socializing, and people fall all over themselves to make friends with you. But remember to rest and not to burn out. 7. If you only saw some nature in this image, your life is full of different events at the moment. You don't like routine, choosing to mix up your activities. This way, you'll never do the same stuff several days in a row. If you noticed a face hidden in this image, it's facing the bottom of the frame. You're an organized person. You find it hard to live without a plan. It makes you feel unsafe. 8. If you saw zebras more clearly, you love talking and enjoy being surrounded by people. Making new acquaintances is your hobby. You don't like following boring routines. If it was a lion that stood out in the image, you prefer a calmer lifestyle. You'd rather spend some quality time with your few trusted friends and your family. Having too many people around drains your energy, which makes you avoid crowded places. 9. If you saw a face in this image, you're approachable and laid back. People feel that you care. That's why they often unload their problems on you. But maybe the first thing you paid attention to was someone waving a magic wand at a kneeling figure. Then you're an ambitious person. Whatever you do, you gotta do it better than others. 10. If it was a cat that stood out in the image, you probably don't like changes. People know they can rely on you. At the same time, you tend to keep your feelings and emotions in check. If you saw a face, you're a creative person. You love learning new things, and your intuition helps you find opportunities literally everywhere. If the first thing that jumped out at you was a cliff, you can tackle pretty much any problem, all thanks to your positive outlook on life. Number 11. Is it a large, serious cat in the image? Then you're a realist when it comes to life. You see the big picture, and it helps you deal with problems. But if it's a mouse that caught your attention, you're an optimist. You try to find something positive in any situation, And in most cases, you succeed. 12. If you saw a woman's face in this picture, you often rely on your intuition, and it doesn't usually let you down. You're also attentive to what's happening in the world around you. But what if you focused on flowers? Then you're someone who often feels the need to slow down and relax in nature. 13. If a cute round face was what you noticed first, you're a sensitive and friendly person. You don't like conflicts and try to deal with disagreements in a peaceful way. If you paid attention to two birds, you're cheerful and outgoing. You love meeting new people. 14. If you saw an elephant, you're loyal to your friends and respectful to your family. People like your friendly and considerate personality. They also appreciate what a great listener you are. If you paid attention to a small village, you're quite traditional. You prefer a peaceful and simple lifestyle over a city bustle. 15. If it was the pillars that attracted your attention, you value comfort and security. It can be hard for you to break out of your comfort zone. If the image of two people popped out at you, your life is never dull. Curious and adventurous, you're ready to change your surroundings at the drop of a hat. So, somebody drop a hat. Whoops, there you go. 16. If you noticed a woman first, you have an analytical and thoughtful mind. You tend to be practical, which some people mistake for being cold-hearted. If you first saw an old man, you have a sensitive and compassionate personality. You're also creative and artistic. 17. Did you see two crocodiles facing each other? Then you always try to be in control of every situation in your life. If you noticed a bird first, you don't mind following instructions coming from other people. It doesn't mean you don't have your own opinion, but you're always ready to find a middle ground. 18. If you paid attention to a lady's face first, your brain's right hemisphere is developed better than the left one. You're an artistic person with high emotional intelligence. And if you saw a man playing the saxophone, your left brain. Logic is your strong suit. You excel at analytical thinking and numbers. 19. If you first spotted a crocodile, you're likely quite practical and prefer to avoid risks. Sometimes you tend to focus on negative things happening around you, so don't forget to relax and enjoy life. If you noticed a boat with two people in it sailing along the river, you have a great eye for details. You have a creative personality and can find a way out of any tricky situation. 20. If you saw a young woman, you have a joyful and optimistic personality. You perceive things in a positive light, but sometimes you can be too impulsive. If you noticed an old woman first, you have a lot of life experience. It helps you look at all situations from various perspectives. 21. Did you spot a duck first? Quack. Then you're a highly intuitive, creative type with a rich imagination. If the first thing you noticed was a rabbit, you have outstanding analytical skills. You must be great at writing, reading, and figuring out logical solutions to all kinds of problems. 22. If you saw a squirrel, you're great at analyzing things. Your logical thinking helps you process facts and find solutions amazingly fast. If what jumped out at you at first was a duck, your talents are more on the creative side of things. 23. Most people spot a frog in this image right away. If you're one of them, you're self-confident and thus relaxed. You communicate with others in a direct, honest, and sincere way. And if you saw a horse, you're always trying to get to the deeper meaning of things. You have your own opinion, and nothing people say can sway it. 24. If it was a candlestick that attracted your attention first, you usually see a situation as a whole. Only after figuring out the big picture, you spring into action. And if you notice two faces first, you have the ability to concentrate on details. It's extremely important for you to surround yourself with positive people and get their support. Okay, let's start with a warm-up. We'll do eyeball stretches. You'll have 7 seconds for each picture. These girls look like twins. One little thing is different though. Do you see it? Only one of them has lovely rosy cheeks. I just love those patterns. The sets look identical, but are they really? One egg in the second picture is missing one stripe. I'm sure you noticed it. All aboard! The ship is about to depart. Can you tell what's wrong here? The dock entrance is too narrow for that size of ship, or any ship for that matter. What a gorgeous sunset! Does it all look okay to you? The colors are perfect, but the sunsets don't happen at 2 o'clock. This couple must be having a great time at the beach, except something doesn't feel right. What is it? Well, there can't be 2 moons in the sky at the same time. Would you eat these grapes, or is there some problem that you notice? That must be one exotic sort of grapes with fern leaves. It's a busy day on the road, and something went wrong here. Can you see it? Looks like there's no way for the right lane to turn. What is that sign for? There are always so many things to do at the office. No wonder things got a bit messed up. Do you see it? Don't ever plan anything for June 31st. There are just 30 days in June. Really? It is time for a mini safari. Can you find a frog in this jungle? Here it is. Someone reported an eagle in the countryside. Can you help locate it? Great job! Your friend lost her cat. Will you help her bring Mr. Mittens back home? Yay! You just saved Mr. Mittens! Someone said they saw a snake in the field. Can you find it before it gets dangerous? Well done! A little frog escaped from its aquarium. Do you see it here? Yep, it's right there. Someone's definitely having fun. Can you say how the second picture is different from the first? Easy! The sea is calling. Can you spot 5 differences between these 2 pictures? Wow, I didn't notice that cloud was there. You need a refill of vitamins to carry on. These look like 2 identical sets of fruit, but are they really? They're all the same, except for the apples. Are you ready for a hot air balloon adventure? It starts the moment you find 5 differences between 2 pictures. Perfect. Prepare for takeoff. So much yum for one picture. One of these cupcakes is not like the others. Can you spot it? That was easy. If all these artists got together, they could paint the whole world. They all look alike, except for one. There she is. Let's throw some dice. The lucky one is not like the others. Do you see it? Now the luck is all yours. 2 road trips can never be the same, even if you take one road. Find 5 proofs in the picture. The shadow one was tricky. That must be one really funny joke. Someone is LOLing and someone is ROFLing. Do you see the odd one out? It's this little guy right here. The sun's out and everyone is happy. Find 5 differences between the pictures and the good vibe is yours. It's all about the details. Looks like this isn't going as planned. Plus, there are 5 moments that are completely different in the second picture. Can you name them all? The wheels, the grass. I see. Beach time. Again, the second picture is different from the first one in 5 ways. Wow, you do need an eagle eye for this one. Time for some optical illusions. What you see at first can say a lot about your personality. What's in this one for you? If you saw 2 crocodiles first, you're always trying to keep things under control and be in charge of everything. If you noticed a bird first, you're super friendly and sociable and try to make a compromise out of any situation. This one seems too plain, but is it really? If you just see some green landscape here, you're a realistic person who tries to solve any problem rationally. If you noticed a snake, some monkeys, a crocodile, and other wildlife here, you're most likely the artsy type. You pay a lot of attention to details. What do you see here? Did you notice 2 squirrels first? You must be a great friend and can't imagine living a day without the company of others. If it's the face of a young woman to you, you never feel lonely even when you're alone and appreciate the quiet sometimes. Your 7 seconds for this picture start now. If this one is clearly men on horses to you, you're active, decisive, and won't stop when you know what you want. If it's the face of an old lady to you, you like to think twice and always consider all the possible consequences. How about this one? Do you see a room full of people? You most likely enjoy being the heart of the party. Performing on stage is no problem for you. If you see a face in the window, you feel most comfortable when you don't have any eyes on you. You'd rather help others and be genuinely happy for their success. Time for the next picture. If you just see a cow here, you're reliable, realistic, and always give every task your best. If you also see a world map, you aren't afraid to try new things and love traveling. Good luck with this one. You still have 7 seconds. If you saw a polar bear, you must have a rich imagination. You often prefer to stay in your own little dream world because it's better than reality. If you saw painted hands first, you accept things the way they are and try to take the best out of every situation. Now, give this one a close look. If it looks like a swan to you, logic is your best friend. You look at things as they are and you can solve any problem. If it's more of a squirrel, you never stop and set goal by goal. If you make mistakes, you don't let them stop you. You learn from them and go further. What about this one? If the roots caught your attention first, you most likely have a lot to say, but you only share with your nearest friends. Your alone time is also important to you. If you notice the lips first, you are easygoing and make friends quickly. You're stubborn in a good way. When you're passionate about something, nothing can stop you. If you saw the trees first, you're the person everyone comes to for advice. It takes a while for you to warm up to others, but then you stay best friends for life. Do you see what I see? If it's a dancing couple to you, you must be in a harmonious relationship, or just about to meet your special someone. You see love as an equal partnership. If it's two trees, love means overcoming obstacles to you. You don't like to rush things, and then that's good for you. If you clearly see a guy with a mustache here, you might be thinking staying alone is better for you at the moment. Take your time, discover yourself, and if it's meant to be, the situation will change. Good luck!